I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. I'm here talking about my college experience. Well, so far, because I've only been here for a semester, and that semester was absolute trash, because I am trash. So I'm here answering questions about my college experience and what it's like to be on my college campus specifically, but kind of just about college in general, and just kind of going with it as it rolls along. I have a list, because otherwise I'm gonna forget it. You never tell anybody you have a list. Never. So I go to UW Green Bay, so for those of you who are not from the area, it's University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Yeah, we share a town with the Packers. No, we don't do anything with them. It's not that cool. You don't see them out everywhere. Also, the campus isn't anywhere near Lambeau Field. It's actually like 20 minutes away, so like the fact of it being really in like the Packer atmosphere per se is kind of not, it's not at all accurate. We're really far secluded from a lot of the urban life in Green Bay. Very much so naturistic campus. I live on campus. I live here in the dorms, obviously, because that's where I'm filming right now. I like it here to some extent because like it's nice to just be like out of your parents' house and like living on your own and having your own freedom. It's also nice being so close to your classes without having to like drive back and forth, and like if weather's bad you can just walk. You don't have to worry about like driving across campus or like driving anywhere because you're here already. I don't necessarily like that the room that I'm in currently is super small. It's actually, out of all the buildings on our campus, I am in the smallest dorm rooms, the oldest and smallest, so that's kind of like a con of living in the ones that I personally live in, because there are a lot bigger ones and better ones. Like when you're a freshman, you kind of just get shoved into whatever's left. You don't really get the best choices for housing. You kind of just get whatever building is there. You are going to be living in tight quarters with another person. Not me, because I don't have a roommate, but you're going to be living in tight quarters like with one other person. Like you're going to have to like minimize your living space, so it's going to be a little bit different. What's really cool about UW Green Bay though is that we actually have bathrooms in every single one of our dorms. So right in our room we have a bathroom with a shower in it, so that we don't have to worry about sharing showers and toilets or urinals or anything like that. All of your floors can then be co-ed, and you don't really have to worry about that. The next question is, what are you studying? I'm actually not technically studying anything right now. I'm kind of just exploring my options. I'm here as an undecided major, just taking my general courses until I kind of figure some things out. I guess it kind of just depends how things go, but I mean I still have like almost all of my gen eds to get through yet, so until that time comes. Here at GB we have what's called a first year seminar, so all first year freshmen or first year transfer students have to take what is called the first year seminar, which is just a class that, you know, just kind of introduces you to the school. Right now it's my favorite class because I really like the professor. He's really good at teaching the course that we're learning. He's very knowledgeable in the subject, which is super helpful when you have professors who really do know what they're talking about. And it also just really helps that he really cares about his students a lot, wants to know their names, wants to know how they're doing, you know, wants to see them in class, wants to see them succeed. It's definitely something that's been encouraging for me, knowing that like my professor cares about me even though he has so many students to be responsible for. Quite a few professors that I've had so far have been like that and are really just invested in each and every student's learning and education experience. What are my workout routines, and are there any workout opportunities? There are actually plenty on-campus opportunities. We have an amazing fitness center that I'm not gonna lie, I don't really use. I'm not in the gym a whole bunch. I used to be more when I was in high school, but I'm not anymore. But we do have plenty of opportunities for it. We have like different aerobics classes and weightlifting classes. We have a rock wall, a pool, lots of basketball courts, opportunities for volleyball, literally anything. We have an amazing intramural league for pretty much any sport you can think of. So as far as like sports, recreation, working out, there are plenty of opportunities. I just don't necessarily take them. Oops. So the next one is the party life and the party scene here. I'm not gonna lie, there is none. Like, I can't say there's none, but it's very minimal. In fact, like, you will see on weekends, our parking lots are, like, they're completely scarce with cars. Like, there's just a couple random ones just here and there. Other than that, you don't have a lot, because a lot of people either go off campus to party or go to different colleges to party. People go to different colleges all the time to party. We don't have a lot of on-campus parties just because there's not a lot of places to do that. So that's not something that our campus is really well known for. I'm not saying there's never like dorm parties or anything like that, but usually like you can only have a certain amount of people in there before it gets too rowdy and you get busted. So it's just kind of like, it's just not really common here. What does the campus look like on weekends or during breaks? Pretty empty, fairly empty anyways. A lot of people, like I said, do leave to go party. A lot of people go home. Some of them will work on weekends. I mean, it's not entirely empty. There's still people here. You still have people to hang out with, and there's definitely still plenty of events here going on the weekends. So that's not like what's stopping them from staying or anything like that, because we have plenty of like weekend events going on every single weekend. Over breaks is fairly the same thing. Not a lot of people like to stay on over breaks, which we actually do have the opportunity to do here, which from talking with like friends and family members from other schools, a lot of schools don't let you stay on campus in the dorms or in the residence halls over breaks because they're doing cleaning and maintenance and whatnot. And we actually have that opportunity to stay in the dorms over break if that's what we choose to do, which is really nice because you can come back whenever you want. You don't have a set date. You don't have to worry about everybody moving in on the same day and trying to like, you know, get situated 2 days before classes start or whatever for your next semester. It's really, really nice. So what am I involved in currently? Actually, nothing. I mean, I go to like different campus events and like hang out with my friends and stuff. I'm usually like around campus or hanging out in my dorm, but I'm not like involved in any like clubs or organizations right now. I want to be, but like just right now, like with my study schedule and my friends and just my home life and stuff like that, I have a lot going on, so I don't want to add anything to that right now. So it started out fairly easy. Like I felt like I was really making friends and like making friends with a lot of people, but then all of a sudden I kind of realized that a lot of the friendships that I was making weren't really lasting, and like I wasn't really staying close with any of those people, which I guess kind of became frustrating to an extent. But like at the same time, like college is a busy atmosphere, so like especially when you first get here, like you're not gonna stay friends with all of the people you met on the first day. But eventually that's when I started to like find more people that like I got along with and really like clicked with super well, which is nice because that's when I really started making like strong friendships with people like that I know that are gonna last. Just kind of really making strong connections and strong friendships with people. And now I would say it's fairly easy. It's just that I went through that time of, you know, like kind of being unsure of myself. And I think that also comes with being in college and not really knowing a whole lot about yourself. That's not even just for my campus, that's just pretty much any campus in general. I mean, I've talked to other people who have gone to other schools, people who've graduated from other schools, people who are still currently in college somewhere else. That's pretty much how they felt their freshman year. So I have touched on this a little bit before, some unique things about our campus that other campuses don't necessarily have. I mentioned the dorms having bathrooms in every single room, which is super nice. I did say that we were in a naturistic place, and I really do like that to some extent because there's like awesome nature trails and like just a lot of wildlife and stuff that you wouldn't necessarily get if you were located in the middle of a city. And there's like lots of opportunity to be out in nature and really just like experience nature, which is super nice. And we also have a haunted chapel. People keep trying to tell me it's not haunted, but I've been there and I know. That's something that probably no other campuses have in the middle of their woods. It's a haunted chapel. So the next question is, what are some things you wish your campus had that they don't and that maybe some other campuses have? So football is one of my favorite sports to watch and play. I actually played it when I was little, and I still really like watching it and playing it now. So not having a football team here kind of blows for me because I really like watching football. I would really like to have like my school have a team. So the best and worst campus experience. The best experience, even though it started out as a really weird experience, but then it turned out pretty good, is when I met my boyfriend. What's up? Yeah, it's a really weird story. I'm not gonna tell it, at least not today.
That's a separate video.
That is a separate video because it is
a doozy.
It's a doozy. Like it's so complex. But yeah, so that was like probably my best campus experience was meeting him and just like getting to know him. My worst campus experience. So I was playing intramural dodgeball, and I was going all out, like being all like, look at me, I'm flexible, I can dodge that ball. What bam? Like, what's up? So I'm just casually, dodging a ball, and I was like doing really good for my team, even though like we weren't doing the greatest in general. Then this one really athletic guy goes to throw the ball at me. I dodge it, right? Smack my head on the floor, concussion, out of school for 3 weeks. Bloody nose everywhere, pounding headaches for 3 weeks, couldn't, Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll hopefully have a new video within the next week or two, maybe about how Tyler and I met.
Ooh.